What's up guys, NepentheZ here and welcome back to another episode of The Road to Glory. Today we're going into some more FUT Champs gameplay. You can see there I've got Lacazette and Fekir, team of the knockout stages cards. You will see more about how I got that at the end of the gameplay. The gameplay is about 15 to 16 minutes long, and then we've got about a 30-minute live section. Lots to talk about, lots to get through, lots to explain and to give you guys some advice for. And then, as you can probably tell by the title, a quite exceptional pack pull indeed. So the graphics on the screen at the bottom that you'll be able to see is because I was streaming some of these games. I don't like streaming games, and I don't like particularly doing competitive gameplay live. There was a few comments in the last video, and very fair, saying, you know, it was just a lot of complaining and it was a lot of just like negativity, and that's what FUT Champs brings out in me personally. It's so competitive for me, and I've explained this before, even before FIFA 17 and FUT Champs was a thing. I don't perform well under pressure. It's just something, it's just in my DNA, it's in my blood, it's in my bones. I don't do well under pressure. I did, like, back in high school and college and stuff, I used to ace coursework. I know the information, but when you put me on a desk with a test sheet and just say you've got 1 hour to complete this, my mind just disappears. I'm like, holy crap, I don't know what I'm doing, I can't remember a damn thing, and the pressure just crushes me. Interestingly, when I worked for my dad in the pub industry and when I run pubs, I thrived on that pressure. I thrived on the pressure. When I've got lots to do, I thrive. Like, you know what I mean? Like, in running a pub, there's always 100 things to do at any given time. When it's quiet, there's things to do. When it was busy, there was things to do. And I would thrive on getting through all the work as like a workhorse, a workman during a day. But when there's one task and it's just you against someone else and against the clock, I'm like, whoa, I'm struggling. It's really weird to explain. But yeah, the pressure, it's not good for me. It's not good for me. So what happens is when I play games like I did yesterday and when I play games on stream, the version of me that I don't like and I don't like people watching is the one that comes out. A very agitated person, a very angry person, someone who gets easily frustrated and easily wound up by the smallest things, a complainer, and it's not a good look, but it's what it is. And that's why you see like almost no live FUT Champs gameplay from me. I don't mind doing it in Division 1 and in cups and stuff because I don't care if I lose. Like, if I lose a game in Division 1, it's not a problem. I can still win the title, or if I don't win the title, I can just try again tomorrow. That's no problem. In FUT Champs, if you lose a game, that loss is now gone forever. Like, you know, you now can't hit that next rank, or you can't get to a point that you're happy with. So there's just that added pressure, that added stress that I don't particularly like. Yeah, that's me. That's how it is. That's how I am. That's who I am. But I've got some comments, dudes. Rohan Maney says, "Hey Nep, I have an idea about FIFA 18. As you said, it is not logical that Fabregas and Smalling get an orange link, but Fabregas and Mascherano get a red link, even though they play together. I really hope this does change. Also, Yaya Toure and Kolo Toure only get an orange link, whereas Yaya and Sané get a green link, even though they've only known each other for 1 year, whereas Yaya and Kolo have known each other their whole lives. Should a new link be added for brothers? Thorgan Hazard and Eden Hazard, also another example. Love the vids." Well, I appreciate the comment, the nice words, dude, and I got a lot of thumbs up. First thing to say is that I don't believe chemistry should exist in the way it exists. I don't believe chemistry should exist at all, or if it does exist, it should be a progression system. So you put two players together and they start with zero chemistry, or just because it's so hard to know who played with who in your own team, games that you play with your players, they gain chemistry. So the more they play, the better their chem gets, up to a maximum limit. So you could put together Ramos and Boateng, or not even Ramos and Boateng, you could put Ramos in a team and play 10 games with him like it does now, and you get that 1 chemistry bonus, then 25 and you get another chemistry bonus, then 50 gets another chemistry bonus, then 100, then 250, then 500, then 1,000. Or a scale somewhere along the way, so that you can play Ramos alongside Boateng and have a good partnership between them. Or you can play Ramos alongside Koscielny and have a good partnership between them, because players in a club, they bond with the club over time. So when Arsene Wenger bought Laurent Koscielny, he'd never played with the players in the defence before. Yet it's not like he just never ever gains chemistry with them. So I don't think that should be. I don't personally think that a link system should be the case, because it's just not. It's just not a good way to link players. Like as you pointed out and as I pointed out, for me it's crazy that Fabregas, who played for many games, many years with Mascherano, doesn't get any links to him, but Fabregas, who has never played with Smalling, gets links to him. Now there was a very valid point raised on Reddit that players from the same league typically know each other's play styles better because they play in the same league. They're obviously a lot more familiar with the teams and the play styles within that league. But I would argue a case with that specifically for major leagues, that everyone knows everyone anyway because of European competition and because, you know, are you going to say to me like the BPL don't know who Messi is or how he plays just because they never played against him? Like, they still know. So for that reason, I don't necessarily, you know, I would agree that, you know, there is something behind Smalling and Fabregas getting a link together, because playing in the same league does give them some kind of a bond. With the brothers thing, I don't think brothers should have a link because they're brothers. And one of the best examples is the Boateng brothers. One's German, one's for, I can't remember off the top of my head, Kevin Prince Boateng. I'm sure you guys will correct me and be like, you're an idiot, don't watch football, like, yada yada yada. But they're different nations, and now that they play in different leagues, they don't get a link together, yet they're brothers. So the argument is, oh, well, they're brothers. You know, they should get a link together. But in footballing terms, and more importantly in Ultimate Team terms, it's not about whether you know a person, it's about whether you can play with the person. And as brothers, if they had played together for many years as brothers in school teams or local teams, then yeah, I'd say they should get a link together. But if they've never played together, just because they're from the same womb, it doesn't give them a divine right to say we would play good together. Because I know that I wouldn't be able to play good football with my brother, because I don't know how he plays. I don't know where he plays. I don't know what his strong foot is. I don't know anything about my brother in a footballing sense, just because he's my brother. Yeah, I would disagree that brothers should get links, but I don't agree with, like, I tried to point out, like, what's the weird situation? Because people said to me, like, I said that, like, for example, David Villa can play in a full Spanish squad of players that he's never played with before and get perfect chemistry. And people raise the point that, you know, it's the same language country. So because he speaks Spanish and they speak Spanish, you know, it's easier to communicate. They should get better links. And I can take that on board. But then again, there are so many English-speaking people, nations. There are so many Spanish-speaking countries. Like, you know, there is a lot of languages that are so vocal over the world that you can't really use, he's Spanish, so he can only play with Spanish people because he gets a good conversation with them. David Villa can also speak English. So should he also now get a link with every Englishman and every other person that speaks English? Obviously, that's a little too deep for the system to go, because it'd be so hard for EA to know all the tens of thousands of players, what they don't know, and who they haven't played with, which was why, again, a progression system would be priority, because it would be progressive. You know, the more they play, the better they link, and that makes sense for me. One other thing though that I didn't really say on the Reddit post, and I didn't say in the video before, is you could put David Villa as a striker in a 4-3-2-1 formation with a left forward Spanish player and a right forward Spanish player that he's never ever interacted with or played with before, and then put a Japanese team behind him. Everyone could get 100 chemistry, or like 10 chemistry. David Villa would get 10 chemistry. Now he's playing in a team where there are only 2 other Spanish players, in a team of Japanese players that he's never played with, and 2 Spanish players that he's never played with. Yet he'll instantly slot in and get the maximum bonus. Yet you can then, again, going back to your comment, you could then go and put Fabregas and Mascherano in the same team together, who have played together for many years, and they don't get a single link to each other. They don't get any boost. For me, the current chemistry system is just wrong. It's not logical, and it doesn't make sense how EA do it. Moving swiftly on. B-Teen Kinas says, "Hey Nep, how's the home gym coming along?" Very good, dude. I finished building it on Thursday. I worked out on Thursday. I worked out on Friday. It is now Saturday. I'm going to hopefully go and get a triceps workout in today, maybe shoulders as well, but I don't know. But if you want to follow me on Instagram, dudes, instagram.com/NepentheZ, I'm doing like video updates of building the gym. I'm waiting for some bits. So far I've got a squat rack, a bench press and like a bench and an elliptical machine. Obviously, a lot of weights, the easy bar, the dumbbells, the straight bar. But what I'm missing is I'm missing like a lot of big weight plates, because I've got like the weights that I've got there. They're just Amazon ones, and they're not the greatest. It's like a 15 kilo plate, which isn't heavy enough in any way if I want to do like back or something like that, because I need big weights. And they're thick, like they're huge. So when they go on the bar, it takes up a lot of the bar. So I can only put a couple of them on before the safety clip just doesn't even fit on the bar anymore. So I need to order a few more weights. I need the mats as well, because working out on concrete is not the safest thing to do. You know, if I fall or if I drop a weight, it could smash the floor, it could smash the weight. So you know, it's an uneven surface. So the bench could like bounce, and I could topple off with that. So I'm waiting for the mats to arrive as well to like clear out the mats. I'm waiting for the cable machine to come, which has also got like it's got like a lat bar, like the pull-up bar. It's got dips bar. It's got obviously the cables to allow me to do a few things, and then things that I haven't ordered yet that I needed to build the gym to see what I was missing. I need to get like I need to get the ab bench. It's like a little bench where you can hook your feet either side, and you can like hold a weight and bend forwards and then back up, or you can go the other way and hold a weight and bend backwards and back up, and it obviously helps your abs. I need to get a decline bench, because I've only got an incline and a flat bench right now, so I need a decline bench. I need a leg press machine, because the only thing I've got for legs right now is the squat rack and lunges. But I need to get, and when the cable machine comes as well, I'll be able to do like some stuff with the cables for legs. But I need like a leg press machine, and preferably something for like calf raises. I could just do that anyway, like just find a step and just hold some weights and do calf raises. But over the next few weeks and months, I will kit it out to a proper gym, like an absolute gym. It's going to get boarded up. I'm going to put some monitors in there. I get my Wi-Fi access is stretched perfectly there as well. I was worried that I wouldn't be able to like have entertainment while I worked out, which was going to be a problem of just working out in a cold gym by myself with no nothing. But the Wi-Fi gets there, so I'm going to put a smart monitor in there so I can watch Twitch and watch YouTube and so on and so forth, watch football and stuff while I work out as well. I do want to get a better bike. I've got a bike there, but dudes, I'll tell you something, man. When I sit on that bike, when I cycle on that bike, when I get off, I can't feel my nuts, man. It cuts off the blood supply there. I get off and it feels like there's nothing there. So I need a bike that's more comfortable, and that one is literally just, it has the resistances and it tells you how far you've cycled, you know, your heart rate and things like that, but it doesn't tell you much more than that. So I want to get a bike that can track progress, track calories, and do a little bit more than your average bike. But the main aim was to get fit for the Sidemen match, because I didn't want to go to the Sidemen charity match, which is the 21st of May. I didn't want to go to the Sidemen charity match and be embarrassed of myself. Like the last Sidemen charity match I went to, when I looked at myself back on camera, like, because I'm a big stocky person in general, like anytime I've got any extra weight on me, it makes me look a lot fatter than I actually am. And there's nothing wrong with being out of shape, especially if you're trying your best to get in shape, or if you've got extremities in life that cause you to not be able to, you know, run your life to the point where you can be healthy. There's no shame in being unhealthy, as long as you're aware and you're trying to better yourself. And I believe that. But the social media industry is a cold world, and there will be a lot of people that don't care, and a lot of people that do care but don't say anything, and a lot of people that are concerned for general health and betterment. But there will be a lot of trolls that will just pick on me or anyone else for physical appearance, and I don't think that's okay. So my initial aim was to get healthy again for the Sidemen match. But I think my thought process has changed a lot over the last few weeks, for a few reasons. A few things have happened, like, you know, off camera and stuff, that just changed my perspective slightly on a few different things. And the aim now is not for me to rush fitness to get fit for the Sidemen match. I don't want to start cycling 50 kilometers a day and you know, like burning myself out physically and mentally through YouTube, and not having any time for anyone other than myself, just to get fit for a 90-minute football match that is going to be for charity and for fun, and that vanity is just not nice. My aim now is to get fit long term, to make sure that in another 6 months I'm not sitting there saying, oh guys, I'm going to start the gym again this week because because the Gamescom event is coming and I don't want to look unhealthy for that. My aim is just to get back into good physical condition. So to do that, I want to make sure I do it right. So I'm gonna keep improving this gym over the next 4, 8, 12 weeks and make sure I've got everything at my disposal so that I can continually train without the fear of thinking, oh, I need to get in shape for this, and putting that added pressure on myself and then failing because I've not left myself enough time or whatever. I don't want to be in a position where, where I'm like basically unhealthy and saying I need to get healthy and not doing anything about it, but thinking about doing something about it. And that's where I'm at right now. So I'm building the gym. I'm working out every day right now, and I'm not doing it now to get in shape for the Sidemen match. I don't have the physique to be a football player this late in life without the specific training anyway, because of the fact that I am a bigger dude and I can't even shed enough pounds anyway to get into perfect physical condition because I want to be bulky. I like the gains. I like being I like the built look. And that's not the right look for football, so that's where we're at. But anyway, I've rambled on enough about that. I'll keep you dudes updated, but if you do want to follow me a bit more intensely, Instagram.com/NepentheZ, and follow my Instagram stories because I'm updating a lot on there. But yeah, a long way to go on the gym. A long way to go on my personal fitness, my personal health. But we'll get there, dudes. We will get there. This time next year, I'll be sitting here and I'll be saying, I told you we'd do it. I told you we would do it. But anyway, guys, this is the end of the gameplay. Let's get into the lives. So, guys, after 10 games, we are 8-2. It could have been a lot worse. It could have been a little bit better. I played a lot of games on stream. We've got a lot to get through after this video as well right now, but we'll talk about the games. I played the one game off stream, obviously, for a video yesterday. I then went from 1-0 on stream to 2-0 to 3-0 on stream, and I was playing pretty good. I then lost the game. The guy deserved to beat me thoroughly. He beat me 5-1. You would have seen the gameplay, but it was a close game. It was like a difficult game between the two of us. And then an auto lunge from the AI gifted him his first goal, and it changed the dynamics of the game. And I want to talk about that in both senses because I think that's important, and that's something that we spoke about in the first video as well, in the video yesterday, where I said like these are the games that I usually lose that I talk about afterwards. But that guy then went on to just beat me fair and square. It was a little bit of EA's to concede the first goal, but he put 5 past me. I only managed to put 1 past him. That's a very deserved loss. The next game, however, this is why it's important for the next game and the last game that you just saw, because in the next game, I was 1-0 up and just cruising. I was playing like on autopilot. I was controlling the game, and this guy he wasn't even attacking. He was like on defensive or ultra defensive. He only ever had 2 or 3 bodies forwards at any point in the game. And what happened is he got down the right hand side and he crossed it, and now there was huge issues with foot servers. And after that game, after the game that made it 3-2 for me, Microsoft went down for like 3 hours, so I couldn't play anymore after that, which was probably a really good thing because it stopped me from playing and losing games, but also could have been a bad thing because I don't want to lose games, you know what I mean? But anyway, I digress. So we went from 3-0 to 3-2, and then losing that game, I conceded a goal where Ogbonna chested it into a goal when De Gea was about to catch the ball, and I'm holding away from the goal, obviously. Why would I hold towards my own goal? And the reason why I was holding away from the goal was to try and make Ogbonna run away from De Gea, so that De Gea could catch the ball and I could start a counter-attack. The game decided to Ogbonna would go toward the ball, step into it, chest it into an empty net. And now from a game where I was cruising and my opponent was making no real attempts to go forwards, I was now in a situation where it was 1-1. We went to extra time, didn't deserve to go to extra time, and he managed to hit me on the counter and score a goal in extra time. He earned his goal in extra time, but he didn't deserve to be there in the first place. So I was really, really triggered when that came about. Ended up winning a few more games on stream. I went from 3-2 to 5-2 on stream, and then this morning, it's Saturday now that I'm recording this, I've just played 3 games in a row. Got a couple of easy wins. A 1-0 rage quit very early on. The guy literally stopped playing. I broke from his corner. I got into his area, not his actual area, but into his third of the field. I saw he just stopped running with the defender he was running with, so I passed it across the box, tapped it in, he paused it and quit. I was like, happy days. interestingly enough, I think he'd given up anyway, even at 0-0. So if I didn't score, I think he also would have paused it and quit at 0-0. So I was happy I got the goal before he managed to just quit out. I then won 9-1. The guy wasn't very good. And then the guy that I beat 4-0, this is super similar to the guy that beat me 5-1. It was a really, really closely contended game, and he felt like a really good player. He was very clean on the ball. He was good in attack. He was allowing the AI to defend for him, and he was covering with his midfielders, cutting my passing lanes and stuff. And it was really difficult. But once I got that first goal, it changed the whole dynamics of the game. He went attacking, he lost his composure, and I ended up putting 4 goals past him. And it's so reminiscent of the game that I lost 5-1, and why I was so angry at losing that game in that manner, because that first goal that was gifted to my opponent by the AI auto-lunging on my behalf changed the entire dynamics of the game. And in the game that I just won 4-0, I'm very certain that if my opponent had scored first, I probably would have gone on to lose that game, because I would have had to go a bit more attacking, come out of my shell a bit more, and he would have been the one that would have been creating the counter-attacking opportunities a lot. So it's really weird how sometimes the first goal of the match, especially in the close games, can really dictate the scoreline. And so if it's the AI influence, it's really frustrating. However, we went from 3-0, which was a good start, to 3-2, which was a horrendous start, and we pulled it back to 8-2, which is great for me. I'm more than happy to get 8 wins per 10 games. Interestingly enough, now for the next set of 10 games, the next 3 sets of 10 games, 7-3 as an average is more than sufficient to get me to elite again for the week. That'll get me to 29 wins if I get 7-3, 7-3, 7-3. However, what I most want is monthly. I'm very tempted to not play all my games for the rest of this month. I might just go up to Elite 3, or at least get toward Elite 3 this week and then finish it off next week. Just because I'm burnt out from playing FIFA, dudes. I'll be honest with you. I don't play FIFA much during the week anymore. I play a lot of PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, and when Weekend League came around this weekend, I wasn't looking forward to it. Xbox had a shortage for like 3 hours. I don't know if that's enough for EA to extend the Weekend League, but I really hope they extend it by another day so I can do 10 games on Saturday, 10 games on Sunday, 10 games on Monday, and not really have to worry about it. But in terms of the month, dudes, we're already in Gold 3, which is very nice. 69 wins out of 90 games. It's not the greatest, but I'll take it. You know, I would like to be after 90 games at around 72 wins. That would be like an ideal, like, you know, 6 losses a weekend. That would be, well, it would be a bit more than that. It'd be about 8 losses a weekend. But yeah, that's where I'd like to be. But for Elite 3, I only need 30 more wins now for Elite 3 for the month. So if I go and play out another 8, 10, maybe 12 wins on this account and don't even care about finishing all the games, but just play at my leisure and see how many I get through, I'll very comfortably get Elite 3 for the month, which I'm happy with, because the red cards that we're going to get next month for monthly rewards are going to be obsolete because Team of the Season is going to be around. And in fact, if you look at my red cards this month, I don't use any of them. I got 15 red cards this month and I used none of them. And that's probably going to be very similar in the next month. All right, a couple more. I already cleared these off the sold items list. I've done a lot, dudes. I've done a lot on the account. I'll say this. If you want to see specifically what I've done and how I've done it, you're going to have to go and watch my past broadcast on Twitch. Twitch.tv/NepentheZ. At the top, there's a little tab that says videos. There's a 10-hour live stream, which is where I've done it all. I can't condense that into video because it would end up being like a 3-hour or 4-hour video. I can't upload that. I just can't do it. I mean, it would take me like 3 days to even go through all that footage, edit it, render it, get it sorted, get it uploaded, and I wouldn't be able to play the Weekend League, I wouldn't be able to do anything. So if you want to see it all, you have to go and watch it yourself. However, I'm going to give you a breakdown of what I've done. I've used every gold card I've got that has little to no value. I've also opened some of my packs, and I'll explain why I've opened the packs in a brief moment. But we managed to pack this Man of the Match Berg. EA released some Man of the Matches, at least one, at least this Berg. Nobody knows who they are unless it's been announced now. He's got 15k minimum bin. I can quick sell him for 15k. He doesn't sell for 15k, but I packed him in one of the packs that we had in the store. Obviously, we got Thalvin from our Marquee Matchups pack. I packed TOTS as a tradable Team of the Tournament player from the Team of the Tournament packs, which was very nice. Obviously, I bought Ashley Cole. I packed Proms from the Elite 3 rewards. I bought Shaqiri, and you know when I bought Shaqiri yesterday, dudes? I bought it for 91k, going like, oh man, this is such a good deal for Shaqiri. because he's like, look at his stats, and I still stand by it. No, I would, if you said to me how much would you pay for a guy, a BPL midfielder with 4-star skill moves, 90 pace, 89 dribbling, 86 shooting, 85 passing, and 80 physical, I would say probably like 120 to 150. I'd say that's a fair price, but because the market is crashing hard right now, Shaqiri is actually down to about, I think about 58k is what I saw him at. There was some there for 65 that weren't selling. 67, 65 again, 75, 68 there, 64. Maybe his price has come up because it's Saturday and everyone's playing. 63 there, but 62, yeah. So it is still about 58k. I probably, if you like, yeah, 60k. So I've already lost 30,000 coins on this Shaqiri, and he's not good. 5 games he's played for me, he hasn't done anything. And I tell you what, I'm going to get rid of him now whilst I still can for some money. I know I'm taking a loss on him. I've already converted him to right forward, so I'll list him up for 64, and I hope he goes at 64 because he's a right forward. But he's not good enough. Like, he's got good stats. For some reason, he just doesn't do what Walcott or Sterling or Mane do for me. So we've obviously got Gaetan, Dendoncker. Barté isn't selling, and his price has come down as well. From 91 to about 85 or 80 or so. Wow, 72. So he's down to 70k. So but the thing is, every price has come down. So when I sell a Barté, even though I take a 20k loss, anyone that I might potentially have bought is also cheaper, right? So it's like the whole market, the true value is not really that much lower. It's just the coin value. And I tried to sell him for 94 because he had anchor card on him. I thought people would be interested in buying him. I don't know if I want to keep him because he's actually a really good card. And if I ever use Calcio A team, he'll be a guy that I'll enjoy using. Or if I should sell him, get the coins in the bank, and again, come team of the season, buy a team of the season card from the Calcio A who might be much better. Like, I don't know what right backs are looking like being in there, but I'll play that one by ear. Hold on to that for now. Guardado and Brooks we packed. Giuliano, of course, we bought for 40k. He's now down in the 20s. Hopefully he scores for Zenit at one point or another. Milik the same for Napoli. Mallow is fine. Taiwo is fine. We haven't really lost much on those. Jovetic I've lost a lot of coins on. He got an assist yesterday as well, which means no more inform for him. Look at that, it's 25k. I've lost 50k a man on 2 Jovetic. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna hang on to those Jovetic for as long. Like, he's already so low in value that it can't really get much worse. You know what I mean? And if he does get an inform at any point, I can sell them on. If I am ever desperate for 50,000 coins, I'll sell the 2 Jovetic cards on. Ogbonna, of course, I use a lot. Absolutely love the Ogbonna card. Find it to be very good. Sacco, hopefully, will get an inform. Obviously, the BPL season is winding down. Football in general is winding down. So there's not much more opportunities to sell these ones to watch cards. So I'm going to have to try and get rid of them as soon as I can for any money back. I'm going to have to try and get rid of them. Now, what's interesting for me is next year, it's going to be, I'm going to play my account different with trading and investing because I left it a little bit too late to get really heavily involved in the one-to-watch cards. Overall, I've made profit on my ones-to-watch trading. I've got a spreadsheet I showed on stream the other day. I'm about 180,000 coins right now in deficit, but I've got loads of ones-to-watch cards that I can sell on, which is great. Ramos, Thomas, not really important. Boric there, we're keeping hold of for right now. Talisca and Najar, I thought these dudes might be worth something just because of the SBCs right now, but EA have made it for informs only. This Pulisic I bought for an episode of the best team in FIFA, and his price has also come down, although it's not down to the point where I don't mind losing a few thousand coins on him. So I'll list him up for 18 and a half to 22, and I'll take a few K loss on him, no problem. Agbon Lahore, we got Virgeva, who was one of our tradable SBCs again. I might use him in another tradable SBC. I bought Han as well for 12k. Like, he discards for more. So I'll list him up for 15k bin. Or he discards for like 10k anyway, and 13k start price. So I might make a few thousand coins on him, so that's a good one. And then all these ones, the Sané on my trade pile, I'm gonna try and get rid of them basically as soon as possible for as long as I get my money back, that'll be fine. Then we go into my golds, dude. And this is where it gets interesting. I've got De Gea, I've got Varane, who I could sell, but I'm keeping because I know eventually he'll be useful to me. Smalling I use, obviously. A lot of games on Smalling. 921 games on him now. Alexandro, of course, I will potentially use. A very good card. Manolas as well. And because they've all got shadow cards on them, I don't really want to sell them. because if I then do need them, I then have to buy them and buy a shadow card. Costa, Matic, and Banega is somebody that I would potentially use and or sell. And then we go down to the 82s. Bailly, Kante, Walker. Dante I will happily use in an SBC. Depay I need to sell on. Again, he's as you can see, I bought him for 2,800. He's a guy that I bought because of the most used 80 rated team in FIFA. Danny Rose the same. I bought him for that same team. So I'll just list these up on open bids, a little bit more than what I paid for them. If they sell, they sell. If they don't, they don't. Antonio Valencia the same. And because they're 80 rated, there's actually people are buying 80 rated cards for these SBCs. Emre Can the same. We'll list them up 2,500. If they sell, you know, they'll sell for at least a little. Just I'll lose like probably tax at worst on them, which isn't too bad. Hector Bellerin is another one that I bought. Was surprised that, oh no, wait, I packed him, so I'll keep him. This Martins card I'll keep. Renato Sanchez has got a shadow, so I'll keep. El Kaduri, Bobadilla, and Ojija Ofo are just some tradable golds in the club. And then it's not a lot left. A couple more dudes there, Romeu, and then we've got some common golds, a few more common golds, and then silvers, and that's it, dudes. That is all the golds I've got left. And you're probably thinking, what happened? If you wasn't in the stream, where did it go? Well, I did the upgrade packs, and I'll show you the method that I used and the method that I'm going to continue to use. But I did those upgrade packs, and what I got out of it was pretty exceptional. I'm not going to lie. Obviously, we've got Suarez, Ibrahimovic, Hazard, Kane, Torres, Lukaku, Costa. We've got an insane club. We got 89 rated, untradeable Alexandre Lacazette, who's being used as a sub right now. But after this weekend league, or maybe even during this weekend league, I might put him into a main team. He has a value of, right now, 350,000 coins. Very happy with that. We got him in an untradeable SBC. Who was next? We also got, we've got El Shaarawy, Jonas, this Lacazette is now retired. Retired at 372 games. He'll be used in an SBC in future. So we've got a lot of our cards here. We got Fekir as an untradeable in another one of those untradeable SBC packs. So Fekir right now has a value of 100,000 coins. And these SBC packs cost me, they have opportunity cost, thank you Reddit, but they didn't really, considering my start balance before I started them and excluding opportunity cost, they didn't cost me anything. Fekir there, perfect link into Lacazette. We get Dendoncker. This is a huge card. You might look at that and think, wow, that's not really, who would use that? But now I can put him, Nainggolan, and Hazard as a trio, and Dendoncker and Nainggolan will get 8 chem each, which is big. I've looked at his stats on 8 chem. They're beast. I like them. 4-star weak foot, 6'2", medium-high work rates. Yes, I like that. So we've got him. We've got these dudes here, and then we also got, as another untradeable SBC, where is he? Where is he? We got Mbappe. So another one. I think Mbappe is worth about 60k. I actually got Mbappe twice, and I used him once to get a tradable team as in. So he's 65k, which is nuts. So I got the 3 French strikers in my untradeable SBCs, and I cleaned out my club for it of goal players. I don't really have that many goal players. Obviously, it's a little bit interesting because I've still got 4,500 players. And what I'm going to do, wow, 4 items sold. What sold? Oh, was it like those Chans and stuff? Oh no, some silvers. Fair play. I don't really have any golds left in the club. But the aim over the next week, because these team of the tournament knockout players are in, is to go through all my silvers and all my bronzes and upgrade them all. So the aim is to do the bronze upgrade to silver, the silver upgrade to gold, the gold upgrade to the 81 double guarantee gold upgrade, and then using those to get the team of the tournament untradeable player. Obviously, I'm going to need to go and buy some informs, but because of how many players I've got in my club, again, excluding opportunity cost, each of these team of the tournament players as an untradeable is going to cost me the value of an inform and my time to upgrade all the players, and I don't mind doing that on stream. So that's what I did on stream yesterday for the best part of 10 hours, was keep upgrading all my, because I was lazy, I started with the gold upgrade to the better gold, and then the 81s to the team of the tournament, and that's what I came away with, all those team of the tournament cards. But I've still got 4,500 players in the club, which means I've got a lot of bronze to silver, a lot of silver to gold, and a lot more gold to turning them into these blue cards. I'm very excited to do it. I think it's a good method. And on the way, what I'm going to do now, because the market is crashing so hard, other than 81 and 82 rated players, any player that I get that's going to be useful in the European Tour, and any player that I get that's going to be useful in the Bundesliga, well, I can't really do this because I need the Bayern and the Dortmund players, the Calcio A, the Premier League, the Championship. I'm going to go and complete all of these SBCs as well, and start saving again the big packs. The reason why I opened a lot of my packs, because I had 40 packs here. I opened the Electrum player packs, the 15k packs, the 5k packs, the like 7.5k packs, and so on and so forth. The reason why I opened them is because the players were so valuable that it was actually worth it to open them, to not have to buy the player off the market to complete SBCs, or to be able to sell the players on the market because of their high value. And that's how I packed that Berg card. And I also got a blue card. I got the Cabral, who I used in the tradable team of the tournament, which then gave me Howardez. So what I've got available still is rare gold, rare gold, rare gold, rare gold. So that's 100,000 coins. Another rare gold, another rare gold. That's 150,000. 250, 350, 450. Premium gold players pack is 25, so 475. 500,000. 525. The prime gold players is 445, so 570,000. And then another 45 there. So I've got 615,000 coins worth of packs saved up. And of course, whatever we get until team of the season comes. But anything under a 25k pack, I'm going to open, because the players right now are so valuable to get these team of the tournament players that could be helpful. I also opened last night, as you can see, I've got 5 remaining. I opened 5 55 rare mega packs. And again, I think if you wanted to risk it, this is actually a good time to open these packs. And I'm going to open one right now to show you why, because I'm probably going to get a mediocre pack, right? It's probably not going to be anything amazing. We get one big flare, so we spent 55,000 coins on this pack. As long as you get a decent spread, which we've got a few decent players here straight away. So we get an 82 rated Gabby. He's going to be 3,000 coins, which means Lopez is also 3,000 coins. I think Fernandez is also about 3,000 coins. We'll say 2,000. No, we'll say 3,000 for him. So there's 9,000 coins worth of sellables just out of those 3. Okay, so that's 9,000. We then go over to the duplicates because of we got Manolas here. So we got 9,000. Then we get Manolas, who is currently going at 5,000. So that's 14,000 of our 50k back already. We'll discard this and this, and we'll discard this, and we'll say 14,500 coins back from our pack already. Then we have this guy who has some value. So we're about 14,500. He's 1,000 coins, so that's 15,000. All players right now are 1,000 coins. So 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22,000 coins there. So we're up to 22,000 back. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 23,000. 24, 25, 26, 27, 28,000 back now. We get a right wing to a right mid is nothing, negligible. So we'll say 29,000 with all of these together. So we got 29,000 of our 55k back, and it wasn't even a great pack. It was, I thought I opened something, I didn't want to open it. Yeah, it wasn't a great pack. In fact, it was a near horrendous pack, and we made over half our money back because of how sellable the big cards are right now. So I would say, if you have, and then another few thousand coins from this pack as well, as sellable. So I probably made about 30 to 35,000 coins if I sold everything at its best price. I would say it's worth the risk to open those packs if you wanted to try and risk it. There's that Manolas gone straight away. If you wanted to try and risk it for getting these players to either boost your club or to sell on, I think these 55k packs are worth it. And as you can see, I've opened 6 of them. And what I've got off the back of that in my club is now a whole bunch of consumables that will now sell at a premium when they're worth something. Loads of healing cards, loads of fitness cards, loads more contracts that will be sellable when I get around to listing them up. And I've basically put, like, I might have lost a bit here and there on each pack, but what I've actually done is generated things for the club that are usable and that are sellable at a low risk. And that's what I like about these 55k packs. And I'm actually inclined to open another one right now. And I know you're probably thinking, "Man, you're wasting your coins." I don't personally think this is a waste of coins. Let's do another pack and see what we get. We get a walkout. Look at that. How about that? I didn't see the flag. Oh, big flare. That's a huge flare. Argentinian. No way. No way. Oh! Oh my God! Oh my God! There's no way I just packed Messi! That's insane! I'm going to open the rest of these now because I could just sell Messi on. Oh my God! That's insane! I can't believe I just packed Messi. I cannot believe I just packed Messi. Oh, that's amazing. I know his price has like absolutely pooped the bed. He's down to like 400k now, right? Yeah, 450 there. I don't care. I don't care. I just packed a 93 rated Lionel Messi. That is the best. It's not the most valuable card because Dybala was the most valuable card. And in fact, the 86 Nainggolan and the 86 Lukaku, when we sold them, were also more valuable than this Messi. But Messi is most definitely the highest rated card that we've packed and the best card that we've packed. This Rafinha, by the way, going on the 55k pack stuff, this Rafinha is expensive because of Barcelona SBC. So we'll list him up for 2.7. But the other dudes I'll use in the SBCs myself. I can't believe we just packed Messi, dudes. I cannot believe that actually just happened. That's amazing. I'm going to open the rest of these 55ks now, right? And a draft token. Not that that's the defining factor, but there you go. A 15k draft token. And a Lionel Messi. A first... I don't know if I now want to use him because we can pair him up with Suarez and get that good chem on both of them. Or if I want to sell him for the 450,000 coins or 430,000 coins that I can make off of him and just have more money in the bank for team of the season. I'll let you guys decide. Obviously, the longer we wait to sell him, the less he's going to have as value. But because he's fresh, maybe that's helpful. I'm so stoked. Let's open another one. Not back-to-back walkout. I just packed Messi. I don't even care. There's a big flare in there, so that's going to be Insigne. Again, he has some decent value. I don't even care at this stage. I don't even care. All these 83s and 82s have real good value. They're actually going to have good value to me going for my next team of the tournament player. Again, the fitness cards and so on and so forth. They have you know 1,000 coins here or there. We get a Leroy Sané duplicate, and then we'll discard the rest, and then I'll open it. I'm so happy I opened that, man. I can't believe we just packed Lionel Messi on stream. Not on stream, on video. On video. That's a bad pack. We definitely made profit out of these packs, 1,000,000%. Because, and again, look at this. 3k, 6, 9, 12, 14. So there's 14k out of just these 5 players here. And then the rest of this stuff, you know, gives you an extra few thousand here or there. The fitness cards are 1,000 each. The healing cards are 1,000 each. There's a lot of value in these packs, which I love. I think they're really good. I genuinely believe that they're good value for money, these packs. And then we'll open the last one. Come on, give me a nice big card. It's a big flare again. It's only going to be an 84 and 85 again. It's going to be Verratti, another 85 rate card, which I think is about 10k. I think Verratti's like a nice expensive amount. And then again, a whole bunch of usables and sellables. I'll keep all of this stuff. And of course, we've got a free draft token, which is also going to eventually generate more packs that we'll be able to save if they're decent or open if they're not. But that was awesome, guys. That was awesome. So what you're going to see over the coming days is this club changing quite a lot off the back of the fact that I'm going to be, like, I've got 4,500 players, 4,600 players. I'm going to be grinding through all of them to the best of my ability so that eventually I've got nothing left, and then I can start again with the bronze pack method, just sitting there spamming bronze packs to stack the club back up. I'm stunned that we packed Messi, dudes. I'm so happy with that. I don't know whether I want to use him, whether I want to sell him, or whether I want to use him and then sell him straight away. I could get like 425 for him right now because he's fresh. It would put me on a nice amount of coins, like 1.7 million or so. But I've got first owner Lionel Messi on a road to glory. I don't know what I want to do, dudes. You let me know. This is going to be the end of the video. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And I'll see you next time. I'm out. Peace.